Hey, what's up, guys? Happy New Year. Back to the channel. I am not slacking this year. I promise I'm going to be shooting out videos all 2023. So for New Year's, I'm already starting off. Get right to the video. Today's video is about airport hacks. So some of these might be obvious. Some of these might not be obvious to you guys. I have some written down, so I'm going to be reading a little bit. So airport hacks for when you travel. Let's cut to the chase. Number one. This one is very obvious, but check the airport policies before you travel. So your airline policies. So what I mean by that is if you get to the airport and you're traveling, for example, and you get to the counter and then they tell you an extra $100 for luggage. So you just started off your trip and now you're down an extra $100. If you're checked and you figure out which airline, which ticket, which type of seat that would allow you to have free baggage, you just saved yourself $100. So that's a very simple one, but people kind of tend to forget that one. So I just saved you $100 in there on baggage fees. Another one, don't park at the airport. So airport parking is much more expensive than anywhere else. So if you're traveling, there's usually airport parking outside of the airport. So it's like park and flies, they're called. So any city you go to, I live in Toronto, and by the airport, there's so many businesses that open up a parking lot. You can just park there, usually like $50 a week or $70 a week, and you park for a week or $10 a day, whatever the rate is. And they usually give you a shuttle to the airport, or even if you Uber to the airport, it's like 2 minutes away. And it usually saves you a ton of money instead of paying to park at the airport. Then you have to go to like 3, 4, 5 levels. Like, you know how airport parking lots can be. So I just saved you another couple dollars on airport parking situations. So that's another cool trick. Another one, take an empty bottle when you travel. So anybody knows the airport pricing already? Crazy. A pack of pop would be like $4 or $5. A bottle of water is like $10. And you're waiting at the airport for 3, 4 hours. If you don't have access to a lounge, imagine what an empty water bottle, how much money an empty water bottle could save you. Fill up anywhere you go. There's fill up stations all over throughout the airport. It's something we don't really think about, but if you do the math and you're trying to travel, the point of traveling is to save as much money as possible, right? So if you start off not paying anything at the airport, an empty bottle, something as simple as that, could save you tons of money. Another one is when to travel. Night flights are usually the best options. There's less airplanes flying out at that time, and there's usually less people at the airport, so it just makes for like a better transition if you have the opportunity of doing night flights. If you don't, then you don't. So whatever is cheaper is usually what I usually book. But if you have the opportunity between flights during the day or nighttime, it's usually better. And like, let's say you're going on a 7-8 hour flight, you sleep the whole ride and you wake up in your destination. You get there in the morning, you wake up in your destination, you're refreshed, and you can start your trip right away instead of getting there at night and like you're tired and then you kind of waste a couple hours. So that's another one. Bring your own headphones. So many times I've been stuck in planes, unless you're doing like first class or business, but if you're just in economy and you don't have headphones to travel with, and sometimes the airlines don't give you headphones, so either you don't listen to music or they have the TV sets set up, but then you can't listen to anything because you don't have headphones. And then they charge you, some airlines charge you headphones, so then that's extra $5 to $10, whatever the airline you're with. So you just save some money right there. Headphones, that's another good one. Email your copy of your passport to yourself. Because if anything happens and you get to the airport, most countries will allow you to board with a photocopy of your passport versus you traveling, going all the way to the embassy and like, I don't even know the process for trying to get a passport. So it's something to just photocopy your passport, black and white if you can, colored, sorry, if you can, and just keep that with you. So if your passport happens to be lost, hopefully not, knock on wood, at least you can get back home with a copy in your wallet. Just keep it with you in your bag or wherever you have it. What else do I have here? Airline app. That's actually a really good one. So whatever airline you're flying with, they all have apps, and download the airline apps is a very vital action to do, I'm telling you, because one, usually when you do it, you usually sign up for points, so you get points as you travel. Two, it has updates on the flights and all the flight information in there. So let's say you print out your boarding pass and you lose your boarding pass, you can have your boarding pass on the app. If there's updates and changes in the flights, it usually updates on the app. So that's kind of a big one too. So airline apps, download that. So there's just some couple airport hacks. If you guys want me to do another part 2 to this, let me know and I'll make another video. Happy New Year, everybody. Have a good day.